It's people power. With the right movers and shakers at the top, good ideas flow and things get done.
Well, that's true in big businesses, small businesses, and organizations of every kind.
That's why scouting is so successful. You get quality volunteer leadership at the district level. You get quality programs for the boys.
District leaders make it all happen. They're the ones who get troops organized so more boys can join. They're the ones that plan district events to keep people excited about scouting. They're the ones who train unit leaders to provide great programs for youth. It's people power at its best.
Which brings us to our meeting later on today. Hey, while we're waiting for tea time, what say we get some thoughts going on how we can continue to get quality volunteer leaders at the district level?
Well, the way I see it, the linchpin is the district nominating committee.
Absolutely right. But I'm not sure everyone is reading from the same page when it comes to the district nominating committee. Not everybody knows how it's created, what it's supposed to accomplish.
As I recall, the district chairman starts the ball rolling at least 3 months before the annual meeting of the district committee. He or she comes up with a list of 3, 4, 5 names of people to serve on the nominating committee. And not just anybody, mind you. They must be businessmen, professionals, or others who are prominent in the community served by the district.
Let me put a fine point on that. Members of the nominating committee must be of at least the same stature of people we expect them to recruit.
Committee nominees should have some scouting background, but that's not essential for the entire committee. Now, whatever scouting expertise they need, they can get from the district executive who, by the way, can be a good resource for names.
The procedure's straightforward. The district chairman, with the help of the district executive, compiles a list of names for the nominating committee, then submits it to the council president. It's the president's prerogative to add or delete names. His purpose, of course, is to achieve the best balance of talent, something that I think he's in a pretty unique position to do.
Now, if he adds a name, it's usually a member of the council executive board who lives or works in the district.
After the council president approves the list, the district chairman announces the new nominating committee. District scouters are then invited to suggest names of prospective volunteer leaders for the upcoming year. The nominating committee is now ready to go to work.
The committee's first meeting is to get oriented, to get a grip on their special mission. The district executive is a big help there. What he does is review the state of the district, review the qualifications for each position, and report on the participation and performance of the previous year's officers and members at large. Now, with that as a background, the committee is ready to select nominees.
For the top jobs of district chairman and vice chairman, the committee should identify men and women of exceptional character and influence. They should be outstanding community leaders who can mobilize community resources, human and otherwise, and make things happen in the district.
And also, each prospect should have a good track record in both recruiting and organization. They should be well-liked and well-respected. They should be able to inspire confidence and to win for scouting, the support and cooperation of business leaders, religious leaders, and educators.
The committee must also identify a pool of highly regarded citizens of the community, people of integrity and character, to be district members at large. Some will head up a major committee like membership, finance, program and unit service, appointed by the district chairman to serve in a special capacity because of their particular knowledge and ability.
The person who heads up the membership committee needs to have entree to potential chartered organizations, because that's crucial to organizing new units as well as maintaining good relations with existing chartered organizations.
The head of the finance committee, for example, should have entree to people and companies with financial resources. Their main responsibility will be fundraising. And the Activities and Civic Service Committee is a natural to spearhead the district Good Turn for America projects.
The Activities Committee chairman should be strong in planning and organizing, able to set up and run major events like the annual recognition banquet, the fall camporee, or other events.
What you're saying underscores why the nominating committee must find the best people, influential people, who can get things done.
Let me be devil's advocate here. How do you know who will make a good leader?
Well, you start by reviewing the duties of the position, and then you find the best person with the expertise to carry out those duties.
You know, it also may be helpful to assess the district's specific needs.
Yes, and that comes from the state of the district. You look at where you're at, decide where you want to go, and determine what it'll take to get there. It's a matter of evaluating your strengths and weaknesses. You keep what's working and replace what isn't. What you replace it with is something or someone better.
Exactly. If you find that your fundraising is less successful than that of surrounding districts, you've identified a weakness, a problem. So you look for people who are good fundraisers.
If your district is loaded with churches, but your church sponsorship is low, you've found another weak area. So you look for people who have good connections with the religious community.
You know, that's the trick, matching skills to needs. And that's the job of the nominating committee.
Well, part of that job is to make sure the district committee reflects the special diversity of the population groups which it serves. So it's important that the nominating committee have the right people to obtain this diversity.
You know, when you think about it, the nominating committee holds the future of the district in its hands. It determines that future by the people it nominates to be officers and members at large.
Nominating the right people is only part of the process. Members of the committee also have to recruit the nominees, get them to agree to stand for election, and to serve if elected.
You know, experience has shown that the best way to recruit is to recruit in person, face to face. I mean, carefully selecting the time and place for the meeting. You know, somewhere that's quiet and without interruption, and choosing the right people to be there.
Well, you should approach each meeting as you would making a sale, because that's exactly what it is. Among other things, you must let the nominee know what he's buying into, what the job entails, time and effort required, and the help that'll be available to get the job done.
It's very effective to find a connection between the objectives of scouting and a personal interest of the prospect. That requires some homework, but it's well worth the effort if you can show how the two dovetail.
If you really want to up your chances for success, involve an influential individual whom the prospect respects. Get that individual to help set up the meeting, bring him to the meeting, and have him ask for the prospect's commitment near the end of the meeting.
After the slate has been finalized, that is, after the volunteers have agreed to serve, it's submitted for vote at the annual meeting of the district committee. The slate must receive approval from a majority of voting members present at the district meeting. Now, nominations cannot be submitted from the floor, and once they're elected, the volunteers take office immediately.
The work of the nominating committee does not end at the election. It's ongoing. The committee meets periodically throughout the year to help fill vacancies and to expand the list of prospective district volunteers, potential leaders for the future. Of course, everything the committee says and does is held in the strictest of confidence.
Somebody deserves special mention here. The way I see it, if the nominating committee holds the future of the district in its hands because of the volunteer leaders it nominates and recruits, then the chairman of the nominating committee is the muscle that moves those hands and makes them reach for the best prospects.
He does more than that. He makes assignments. He follows up with committee members, and he keeps things on track so that everything gets done in a timely manner.
He's the keystone of the whole process. If you want to upgrade the quality of people to lead the district, you must have a highly capable person chairing the nominating committee.
You know, somebody else deserves special mention. The district executive. Now, you can't get along without him. He's the professional advisor and resource for the nominating committee. He helps identify the district's current needs, shares job descriptions and recruiting resources, helps target committee prospects and cultivate their interests, helps the chairman build agendas and track committee progress, and orients and involves new district committee members.
Scouting has great resources other than people to assist the nominating committees.
There's the District Nominating Committee worksheet, which includes the district election procedures, videos on the highlights of district operation and recruiting district volunteers,
and highlight books for prospective district chairmen and district commissioners.
It's important to remember that the nominating process is not something automatic or routine, but a great once-a-year opportunity to significantly shape the future.
Like I said earlier, with the right movers and shakers at the top, good ideas flow and things get done, which is why Scouting has been so successful. Quality volunteer leadership at the district level translates into quality programs for the boys. It's people power at its best.